Hello, today I am taking new chapter areas related to circles for class 10th. Areas related to circle. In a circle, two formulae, I think it's well known formulae. You know that one is area of circle, second is circumference of circle. So let us discuss about these two formulae first. R, circumference of circle is treated as C and area is capital A. Okay. Circle. The radius of the circle is denoted by small r, boundary of the circle, circumference of circle denoted by C, and the area of circle is denoted by capital A. Okay. Two formulae, I think well-known formulae in which you have studied already. You have studied of area of circle and circumference of circle. So number one, area of circle. What is it? Area of circle is pi r square. 22/7, the value of pi we have to take, although pi is an irrational number, okay, but we'll take its value 22/7 for calculation. 22/7, radius r is the radius, r is the radius of a circle, okay, and circumference of circle. Circumference of circle is equal to 2 pi r. 2 pi r or pi d, because you know that diameter is equal to 2 multiplied by r. Diameter is always double of radius. So there are two formulae of circle. One is a circumference, second is the area of circle. Okay. So the first exercise, which is based on exercise 12.1, which is based on these two formulae only. One is a circumference of circle and second is the area of circle. So I am taking some questions of this exercise 12.1, and remember these two formulae. One is area of circle, second circumference of circle, and third one is a relation between diameter and the radius. Always the radius is half of the diameter of a circle. Okay. Exercise 12.1. Question number 1. Question number 1. Unless stated otherwise, use pi is equal to 22/7. So where there's in a question, suppose the value of pi is not given any specific value, you have to use pi is equal to 22/7. Question number 1 I am taking, which says the radii of the two circles are 19 and 9 centimeter respectively. Find the radius of the circle which has circumference equal to the sum of the circumferences of these two circles. Okay. The radii of two circles are 19 and 9 centimeter respectively. Okay, one diagram I am making. One circle, its radius 19 centimeter. Second circle, radius 9 centimeter. Okay, A, O dash B. Got it? We'll consider let the radius of big circle is equal to capital R is equal to 19 centimeter, and radius of small circle is equal to small r is equal to 9 centimeter. Okay. And the circumference of big circle, it is suppose C1 and this is C2. Is that okay? Let the radius of big circle capital R 19 centimeter, radius of small circle is equal to small r 9 centimeter. Therefore, a question is, find the circumference of that circle which is equal to the sum of circumferences of these two circles. Okay. So as given, circumference capital C is equal to C1 plus C2. It is given, where C1 and C2 are circumferences of 1 and 2. Okay. C is equal to circumference of C1, circumference of this circle. Formula of circumference of circle 2 pi r. So right here 2 pi capital R plus circumference of small circle 2 pi small r. C is equal to 2 pi common, it is r plus r. Okay, So therefore C is equal to 2 pi, radius 19 plus 9, 19 plus 9 28, C is equal to 2 pi 22 upon 7 and multiplied by 28. 7 4 ja 28, 22 4 ja 88, 88 2 ja 8 2 ja 16, 16 1 17, 176 centimeter. Okay. So is that clear? Therefore, the circumference of the big circle is equal to 176 centimeter. Let me see what they are asking in the question. Okay, they are asking find the radius of the circle which has a circumference equal to the sum of these two circles. So here we are going to find the circumference of a circle, radius of a big circle. So C is equal to 176. The value of C is equal to circumference of big circle is equal to, let me consider, pi, and this is R1, 2 pi R1 is equal to 176. Okay, 2 multiplied by 22 upon 7 into R1 is equal to 176. This means R1 is equal to 176 multiplied by 7 upon 2 into 22. Okay, 2 8 ja 16, 2 8 ja 16, 22 4 ja 7 4 ja 28 centimeter. So therefore the radius of this big circle is equal to 28 centimeter. So whatever the calculation which I have done here, now let us see direct what is the answer. 19 centimeter is the radius of big circle and 9 centimeter is the radius of small circle. When the question is asked that what is the radius of that circle whose circumference is equal to the sum of circumference of these two circles, so nothing you have to do, simply you are going to add them. 19 plus 9 is equal to 28 centimeter. Okay, so this 28 centimeter will be the radius of that circle whose circumference is equal to sum of these two circles. Is that okay? So you will remember this concept also, that there are two radii, 19 and 9, and we are going to find a big circle whose circumference is equal to the sum of the circumferences of these two circles. So their radius is equal to 19 plus 9, 28. Okay. Second question, which is based on the area. Area of first circle, area of radius of first circle given, radius of second circle given, and we are going to find the radius of that circle whose area is equal to the sum of areas of two circles. Okay. So second question also you can see, in place of circumference there is area given. Second question of the same exercise. In the second question, the radii of the two circles are 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter. Here is a 8 centimeter, there is a 6 centimeter. Okay. And the question is, find the radius of the circle having the area equal to the sum of areas of two circles. Okay. So that means, as given, capital A is equal to, I am writing here, A1 plus A2. What is A1, A2? Area 1, it is area 2, and capital A is equal to A1 plus A2. That means the areas of, we are going to find the radius of the big circle. Okay. Capital A, pi, capital R square, is equal to A1, pi, radius 8 square, plus pi A2, 6 square. Okay. Pi R square is equal to, when I take pi common, 8 square plus 6 square. Is that okay? Cancel. R square is equal to 8 square. 8 8 is 64 plus 6 6 is 36. That is 100. So therefore R is equal to under root 100 means 10 centimeter. Okay. So what is the radius of this big circle whose area is equal to the sum of areas of 2 is equal to 10 centimeter? Now what is the relation between these radii to that radius? Relation is square of this radius r1 square plus r2 square is equal to capital R. This is the relation. Okay, r1 square plus r2 square in under root is equal to r. So you will remember this concept. Suppose the radius of this 8 8 is 64, radius of 6 6 is 36, 64 plus 36 100, under root 100, that means 10. So radius of that circle whose area is equal to the sum of areas of two circles is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay, so r is equal to r1 square plus r2 square. Now the question number 3 is given, where this depicts of the R3 targets are given, the gold, red, blue, black and white, and we are going to find the area of all. So suppose area of gold, area of inner circle, area of gold we have to find. For finding the area of red, we'll have to find the area of gold plus red minus area of gold, and we'll go in this procedure continuously. Okay. We are solving question number 4 from this exercise. It's an important question also, number 4. The wheels of the car are of diameter 80 centimeter each. How many complete revolutions does each wheel make in 10 minutes when the car is traveling at a speed of 66 km per hour? Okay. The wheel of car of the diameter 80 centimeter each. The wheel of car of diameter 80 centimeter each. 80 centimeter each. Okay. That means the diameter of the wheel of car is 80 centimeter. How many wheels there? There are 4 wheels in a car. How many complete revolutions? How many complete revolutions does each wheel make in 10 minutes? In 10 minutes. In 10 minutes. When the car is traveling, at the speed of 66 km per hour. At the speed of 66 km per hour. Okay. So that is the question. Okay, 10 minutes, 66 km per hour. The wheel of the car of diameter 80 centimeter each. How many complete revolutions does each wheel make in 10 minutes when the car is traveling at the speed of 66 km per hour? Okay. So that is a question. Now you are solving it. The wheel of car of a diameter 80 centimeter each. What is this? This is the wheel of car. Its diameter is 80 centimeter. What is its diameter? Diameter of a wheel is equal to 80 centimeter. It's okay. First one. How many complete revolutions? That means how many complete rounds is taken does each wheel make in 10 minutes when the car is traveling at a speed of 66 km per hour? Suppose this is a wheel of car. When I start rolling this wheel like that, so it will start wheeling from here. Okay. And when it will complete one revolution, what does it mean? It will cover one circumference of a circle. Isn't it? Starting from here, it's rotated like that, and when coming at the same place, that means this is the distance which is covered by one circumference. The distance is equal to one circumference of a wheel. Am I right? So that means this is the distance is equal to 1g, circumference of circle. Okay. So number of revolutions, that means number of turns. One turn is equal to the length of circumference of circle. Okay. So that means first of all we are going to find the circumference of a circle. Circumference of a circle. Okay. Circumference of a wheel or circumference of circle. Formula pi into d. Pi d. Pi 22 upon 7. Diameter is already given 80. So I write 8 to the 16, 17, 1760 upon 7 centimeter. It's okay. This is the circumference of a wheel. 1760 upon 7 centimeter. Okay. How many complete revolutions does each wheel make in 10 minutes? When the speed of traveling is 66 km per hour. Now the speed of car is equal to 66 km per hour. Since the circumference is given in the form of centimeter and it is given that 10 minutes. So better to convert this kilometer per hour into the form of centimeter per minute, not per second, centimeter per minute, because here the circumference given in the form of centimeter and our time is given in the form of minutes. Okay. So better to convert it to the form of centimeter per minute. 66 multiplied by 1000. Why is it? Because in 1 kilometer we know that 1000 meter. So this term, it is converted into the form of meter, but we are converting into the form of centimeter, and in 1 meter is equal to 100. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters multiplied by 100 upon 1 hour. 1 hour, how many seconds? How many minutes? 60. 60. So what is this? What is it is coming? Centimeter per minute. Okay. It is centimeter per minute. I'll simplify this term. 0 cancel. 6, 1, 1. 11 with 1, 2, 3, 4. Centimeter per minute. Okay. That means 1,10,000 centimeter per minute. But this wheel is rotating up to how many times? It is up to how many minutes? Up to 10 minutes. Okay. So that means in 10 minutes, one, 2, 3, 4 multiplied by 10. So it will cover the distance 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centimeter. In 10 minutes, this wheel cover the distance 11 lakh centimeter. Okay. In 10 minutes, how much distance will it cover? 11 lakh centimeter. And in one rotation, it will cover the distance 1760 upon 7. And we are going to find the number of revolutions. So number of revolutions is equal to total distance covered by wheel, upon circumference of wheel, because circumference, that means it is covering in a one rotation. So number of revolutions is equal to distance covered by wheel upon circumference of wheel. Okay. Total distance covered 11 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upon 1760 upon 7. Okay. Now to simplify this term, 11 lakh 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multiplied by 7 upon 1760. 10 cancel. It is cancelled by 11. 11 1 ja, 11 6 ja. 11 1 ja, 1 2 3 4. Okay. Now it is cancelled by 4. 25 with 2 0. Again it is cancelled by 4. 4 6 ja 20. 4 5 ja 20. 4 6 ja 24. 4 2 ja 8. 4 5 ja 20. 625 multiplied by 7. 625 multiplied by 7. 7 5 ja 35. 3 7 2 ja 43. 17 1 7 6 ja 42. 43. 4375. So total number of revolutions made by this wheel is equal to 4375. Okay. Clear? So this is question number 4. First of all, this 66 km per hour we have converted into the form of centimeter per minute. Okay. Now we are discussing about the area of sector and area of segment. Okay. Area of sector. Area of sector, that means area of minor sector and area of major sector. First, let us discuss about the sector. What is it? Area of sector. Area of sector is the area of circle bounded by radii and arc. The area of sector is the area of circle bounded by radii and arc. Suppose this is a circle, O is the center of it. You can see that these two are the radius and it is an arc. Okay. So area of the portion which is bounded by 2 radii and 1 arc. So that means this portion is considered as the area of sector. Is that okay? Area of sector. Suppose we are going to find the area of a sector. Area of circle, simply we can use the formula pi r square, area of sector. Area of circle is equal to formula, we know that pi r square. Okay. This pi r square, if I write here 360 upon 360 multiplied by pi r square. So is there any problem in it? No, 360 cancelled by 360. It's okay. By 360 I have used because we know that the measurement of complete angle is equal to 360. It's okay. But whenever we are talking about the area of sector, that means this angle is not equal to 360. Isn't it? And the area of sector which depends on the angle. If the angle is increasing, that means the area of sector is increasing. If angle is decreasing, the area of sector is decreasing. So let me consider that the area of this circle is equal to theta. Okay. Theta, that means the variable term, it is 30, 45, 60, 90, 180, 360, whatever it is. Theta is equal to, I have taken this angle, AOB is equal to angle AOB is equal to theta. Therefore, finding the value of area of sector is equal to, may I write here, because the complete measurement is 360 and out of 360 we are talking about this theta portion. So right here area of sector is equal to theta upon 360 multiplied by pi r square. Okay. at this theta, which is depending on this arc. If the arc is small, okay, because there are this circle, circumference of circle is divided by two arcs. One arc is AB and second arc is BA. AB is a smaller, it's a minor arc, and BA is a major arc. Okay, so that means the area which is bound by this minor arc is area of sector, and which is called the area of minor sector. So theta upon 360 pi r square. If the theta, this AB is minor, therefore it is a minor. Okay, minor sector. Okay, and when we are going to find the area of major sector, so what is the major sector? Since this is a theta, so this remaining portion is 360 minus theta. Okay, area of sector theta upon 360 pi r square. R may write here 360 minus theta upon 360 into pi r square. What is it? Major sector. Major sector. Okay, and it is, everything depends on this R, AB. Okay, so we'll have to discuss about that theta upon 360 pi r square. You will remember this. What is it? Area of a sector. So find the area of sector, simply whatever the angle is given, we'll have to use this angle upon 360 pi r square. Area of sector. Okay. Second one is area of segment. Second is area of segment. So we will remember one thing, how to find the area of sector, theta upon 360 into pi r square. And what is the definition of area of sector? The area of a circle which is bounded by radii and arc. Okay, is the area of sector. Second one is, we are discussing about area of a segment. Area of segment. What is segment? Area of circle. Area of circle bounded by a chord and an arc. Area of circle is bounded by a chord and an arc. Okay. Suppose here we are talking about this portion. Same condition here. There is a circle with center O, radius R. AB is an arc, this is an arc, and what is called a straight line joining from A to B. It's a chord. The area which is bounded by a chord and arc. What is it? It's called segment. So now I think you have understood the difference between sector and segment. Sector, in which the center of circle is involved. That means which is bounded by two radii and arc. But area of segment is area of a circle which is bounded by an arc and a chord. Okay. Here again the same thing. This is the minor arc. So it is a minor segment, and the remaining portion is a major segment. Okay. Suppose when we are going to find the area of minor segment, simply we can find it. When we are going to find the area of major segment, so we'll find the area of minor segment, and which is to be subtracted from area of circle. Then the remaining part will be the area of major segment. Okay. So area of circle bounded by a chord and an arc. How to find the area of this segment? Minor segment. Okay. So area of segment is equal to area of sector minus area of triangle OAB. If I'll find the area of sector first, and from the area of sector I'll subtract the area of triangle OAB, then we are getting the area of a segment. Okay. Area of sector. The formula of area of sector, you know that theta upon 360, if the theta is the angle, pi r square, minus area of triangle OAB. Area of triangle OAB, we have 2-3 formula. One is half into base into height. But for finding the half into base into height, we know that this base, which is compulsory. Okay. And here, because when we are talking about the triangle OAB, and inside the circle, whatever the triangles are forming, they are having one common property, that is their two sides are always equal. OA is equal to OB. Okay, in areas of sector, this is area related to circle topic. In triangle OAB, OA is equal to OB, it is always, because these are the radii and radii always equal. So here one formula we'll have to remember. I will derive that how this formula is coming. You remember it. Area of triangle OAB is equal to 1 upon 2 r square sine theta. This is the formula for finding the area of triangle OAB. 1 upon 2 r square sine theta. Let me tell you how this 1 upon 2 r square sine theta is coming. First you see this. Theta upon 360 pi r square minus 1 upon 2 r square sine theta. Okay. Make a simplified term of it. Then something I will take common here. R square is common and 1 upon 2 is also common. So I'll take 1 upon 2 r square common. It is coming theta upon 1 upon 2 common, 180. Because out of 180 I have taken 2 common from denominator. So left of is 180 pi minus 1 upon 2 r square common. This is sine theta. So you remember this as an area of segment. What is it? Area of segment. We will use two formulae. One is area of sector, second is area of segment. And the same condition here, area of minor segment, area of major segment. This is a formula of area of minor segment. For finding the area of major segment, first we'll find this, and this area will be subtracted from the area of a circle pi r square. Remaining portion will be area of major segment. Now let us see how this 1 upon 2 r square sine theta is coming. Okay. 1 upon 2 r square sine theta is coming in this triangle. I am going to draw one perpendicular OD. Suppose OD is perpendicular on AB. OD is perpendicular on AB. This is a perpendicular, that means which makes 90-degree angle here. Okay. This angle is, this complete angle is theta, and because it is an isosceles triangle, in an isosceles triangle, whatever the perpendicular is there, that would be the angle bisector also. So that is theta by 2, and this portion is also theta by 2. Okay. Area of triangle OAB is equal to half into base into height. This is a formula. Half into base into height is OD. Okay. Half base AB, we are not aware of the AB, as well as we are not aware of the OD. Okay. So we are going to find the value of AB and OD. For finding the value of AB and OD. In triangle OAD, look at this triangle, in triangle AOD, and go back to the chapter Introduction to Trigonometry. In triangle OAD, this angle is theta by 2. Its just opposite side is treated as a perpendicular. Hypotenuse is opposite of 90-degree, and this is the base. Okay. So this hypotenuse is known, and we are going to find out the perpendicular. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that means we are using here sine. So sine theta by 2. Sine theta by 2 is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. That means AD upon hypotenuse is R. So that means the value of AD is equal to R sine theta by 2. This is the value of AD. Okay. And double of AD is equal to AB. Now we are finding the OD. So now we are using cos theta by 2. Cos is base upon hypotenuse. Theta by 2, its opposite perpendicular. This is base and it is hypotenuse. So cos theta by 2 is equal to base OD upon OA. OD upon OA, that means it is R. So OD is equal to R cos theta by 2. Is that okay? Now we'll put the value in 1 by 1. Area of triangle AOB is equal to 1 upon 2 into base AB. AB, that means 2 into AD, plus height is OD. Height is OD. 2 cancel. AD. The value of AD is R sine theta by 2. R sine theta by 2 into the value of OD is R cos theta by 2. Is that okay? So it is coming r multiplied by r, that is r square sin theta by 2 and cos theta by 2. Is it okay? If I will multiply here 2 and divide by 2, then what happens? 1 upon 2 r square into 2 sin theta by 2 and cos theta by 2. So that means 1 upon 2 r square, and the formula 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2, that is sin theta. So this is the formula of area of triangle AOB is equal to 1 upon 2 r square sin theta. You remember this formula? 2 sin A into cos A is equal to sin 2A. Okay. You can verify by any angle theta is equal to, suppose A is equal to 40, 60, 45, 90, whatever it is verified for all. So that means area of triangle AOB is equal to 1 upon 2 r square sin theta. So here in place of area of triangle AOB, I have put 1 upon 2 r square sin theta. Okay. So that means you will remember two formulae. One is area of sector. Area of sector, if the angle is theta, then what is the formula? Theta upon 360 pi r square. Second is area of segment. Area of segment is equal to area of sector minus area of triangle. Or you can remember this 1 upon 2 r square, theta upon 180 pi minus sin theta. Okay. So these are the two formulae which would be used in next exercise. Next exercise, exercise 12.2. Okay. So you will remember these two formulae. One is area of sector and one is area of segment, which would be used in next exercise 12.2. In my next lesson, part 2, we'll have to discuss exercise 12.2. Till then, bye. Thank you.